And what's up, everybody, and welcome back to Celluloid Psychosis. I'm your host, TJ Bowser, and joining me, as always, is the very handsome, very British, just came back from holiday, Mr. Paul Ashford.
Hey, how are you doing? How are you good? Are you good? You good?
Oh, I'm so good. Much better now that you're here. Paul,
Oh, thank you.
how was your week?
Man, it's been good. It's been really, really good, actually. I've been watching a few films, watching a lot of YouTube documentaries, all that good stuff. But biggest highlight for me of the week, I did a nice trip to London with the girlfriend. First time we've been it's the first time we've been together, but the first time either of us have been in probably 3, 4, 5 years. We had a really good time. But the really cool thing was we went to a exhibition called Accidentally Wes Anderson. So I don't know if you've heard of Wes Anderson, TJ.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, man. So it's that we did a Wes Anderson marathon earlier this year, all his films, and obviously we found out about this exhibition, and we said that we really do need to go. And it's on in London, and I think only until the end of this month. So we went, and it was amazing. It's like photos from all around the world of people that have just photographed stuff that looks like it's out of a Wes Anderson movie, basically. Really cool setup, some interactive stuff. They played all the music from the movies as well. It's just like, it's full on. You walk in that door, it is full on Wes Anderson experience. We absolutely loved it. Of course, it was London as well. So we did the markets, we did all the street food, we did all the Instagrammable food from Camden Market, all the giant stuff. It was amazing. We had a really, really good time. Went across the Thames on the cable car. Typical British day out. It was really good. Very expensive, but lots of fun. Yeah.
Hell yeah, buddy.
That was my highlight. Easy. How about yourself?
Well, I actually got a postcard from you while you were in London, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. That was a nice little treat.
I forgot to mention, actually, that's enters your email address into a competition to win the hardback book signed by Wes Anderson.
Oh, nice. So if I get a random winner email, it's not fake. Thanks for the heads up, man. Fucking A. Well, I watched a bunch of movies and stuff, man, this weekend, and I got my Vinegar Syndrome order from Partners Only month this past weekend, and it's just about going through that stuff. And of course, we had that Criterion sale that came out of nowhere, and I got Drive My Car, La Ceremony, which is a Claude Chabrol film.
It's like, dude, where's my car?
No, Drive My Car. And what a bunch of awards. I went to that screening the other day of Evil Does Not Exist, and it's the same director. So I was like, I really like that Evil Does Not Exist. So I was like, let me see what this other one's about. And that one also seems to be a cool premise. And then, of course, I got Wes Anderson's Bottle Rocket, because originally when I purchased that movie, for some reason, Amazon sent me the Region B Criterion. I didn't even know there was Region B Criterion. Did you?
Nope. No, not at all.
Well, there's a whole section of the website. There's
one.
And so I got that again, second purchase, and I sold the Region B one, by the way, for context. But anyway, and then I have 2 movies coming in very soon. Just got shipping notifications. I imported The Skeleton Key from Australia, from Umbrella Entertainment, the limited edition. That movie's super underrated, so maybe we'll talk about it on this show, because why the fuck not? And that new 4K scan uncut of The Guyver. I got the Blu-ray, not the 4K, because I wanted that one cover. Yeah. I'm talking about the other cover option they had. Yeah. So I just got that, and I was like, it's going to be the same scan. It's going to look the same on its upscaled, so I really don't care.
Yeah.
And I saved myself $10, so.
Cool. I forgot to mention, actually, I had a shipping notification today for Ghoulies 2 4K.
Ooh.
And I'm super excited, Obviously, I've had to pay a bit extra because I'm in the UK. It's a MVD US only release, but I'd have got a notification today saying it's shipped, so I'm hoping to get that by the end of the week. It's coming from the UK, I believe, as well, so UK EB seller. So I'm beyond excited to check that out.
Thank God those sellers exist in our country that import the things already, then sell.
Yeah, I love it. I don't mind paying a bit extra if it says it'll be delivered in a few days. Yeah, I'm all that. And it's 4K. It's multi-region, so it's all good.
And normally these sellers have really they keep their flip covers intact, so we don't have to be all pissed. I bought this 4K of Transformers the movie, and the slip
Nice.
wild, and the slip cover was shrink wrapped to hell and back. Me almost as much as Optimus's death.
Yeah. I'm still holding on to my Blu-ray of that one. It is a Shout Factory one, but it's a UK version. Yeah.
Nothing's cooler than whenever that Hunger starts playing and the Insecticons are coming.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
I still remember watching that. I remember watching that one in the cinema as a kid and was not prepared for Optimus Prime.
Yeah, nobody is, man. Nobody is. Okay, so let's get into this week's episode, and we'll start things off with the physical media roundup. Yahoo! Paul?
Oh yeah.
I'll start things off here with Arrow, and then you can take things over from there.
Okay.
And you can give some more information because the Chronicles of Riddick 4K. So this is the sequel to Pitch Black, which they also did last year. They did a 4K. I'm gonna say.
Yeah. In the nice limited edition packaging. Funny enough, Pitch Black was the first ever DVD I ever imported. Really? American DVD. Obviously, back then, you guys would get it on DVD as we got it in the cinema. So it was it was super cool to import stuff back then. Now it's kind of different, but yeah, I always remember that. Pitch Black I loved as well. I always preferred it to Chronicles, but I know most people prefer.
Is there a third movie?
I'm not that I'm aware of.
I don't fucking know.
No.
There's a game.
I didn't like Chronicles that much, so I kind of lost interest. It was all about Pitch Black for me. That's more about the monsters.
Friday the 13th, 2009, the remake's getting a 4K from Arrow. So I'm sure most of you probably have that box set. And
I do not.
Paul doesn't. And I pointed at the Friday the 13th Scream Factory box set. And that gives you a decent scan of that Friday the 13th, 2009 movie. But this one's going to give you the full 4K with some new special features. If you're into double dipping, go for it.
And if you like that lovely Arrow limited edition packaging, which I do, it is a US only release, though, that one. Not that it will stop me from getting it. Because like I said, eBay sellers, there'll be import sites selling it. And it'll be multi-region again, 4K. So I'm more than likely going to grab that one. I'm still rocking the old tin set, the tin Blu-ray set that came out before the Scream Factory one. But I hold it dear because it's got a lot of signatures from all the conventions I was going to at the time. But that I remember watching this one in the cinema as well, the 09 version, super cool experience. So I thought it was good.
The Threat from 1966, which I've never fucking heard of or watched.
Nope, same.
And the next movie I'm going to talk about, we both have seen and we both admire very much so. And that is Sergio Martino's Torso in 4K. And that means we will double dip and we'll have to sell our Blu-rays. Your time's limited. Fucking A. And the next one's kind of came out of nowhere. Now, I do own Perdido Durango already in 4K from Seven.
Okay. I didn't know it came out.
Let me reach back there and grab it. For the audio listeners, I'm now on the other side of the room. I'm going to come back here. Yeah, so we got this really nice release not too long ago from Severn.
Nice.
So for folks who aren't in the know, this is a Wild at Heart prequel, I believe, or sequel,
something like that.
Yeah, not official, but yeah, it's there, and it's gross. There's I think what's his nuts guy from Sopranos is in this.
Oh yeah, the main guy.
Yeah.
He also
James Gandolfini.
Yeah. He also showed up in True Romance.
Yes, there's his right there.
There we go.
There's also a scene with a baby fetus, which I can't talk about. There is some SA stuff of female on male stuff, which the roles are reversed. Very interesting. Very gross, very in your face movie. Yeah, if you're into that sort of stuff, glorious 4K. Or if you want to watch Day of the Beast, which I guess is just as fucked up as this, you can get that here with this another one of his films, which I can't pronounce.
No, I was called it Action Mutant, but I guess it's Actione Mutante, maybe. I always remember the VHS cover, but I've never actually seen the film.
Yeah, me either.
I've never seen Day of the Beast either, but I remember seeing pictures of it in magazines.
The
but,
trailer's gnarly.
Yeah.
So gnarly. If it's anything like this, oh my Lanta. Oh. Oh! I like that though, because it does show that character that we briefly see him wild at heart. And then you're like, oh. And Javier Bardem's always good, you know?
Yeah.
For fucking sure. Paul, talk about Scream Factory.
Yep, Scream Factory. So we got some upgrades coming. 4K Village of the Damned, and we're talking the 1995 John Carpenter version. Good memories of that film. I remember picking up an ex-rental VHS of that quite soon to its release, and I thought it was cool. I really enjoyed it. Also, The Stepfather is getting a 4K release. I love that film as well. Jill Sholin. I used to have a crush on her when I was a kid.
She's
Super
hot.
cute. Yeah. And Doomsday. And I'm going to be honest, I still haven't watched Doomsday. I know some people rave about it. I know it bombed when it came out. It's a Neil Marshall film, like Doomsday, apocalypse type of film. Mad Max style, I guess. But I've still to this day never watched it. Even though it's Neil Marshall and I love loads of his films, I've never watched Doomsday. All I remember is it came out, it bombed, so I never bothered watching it. Have you seen it? You look kind of confused.
Oh,
No.
you put in here The Stranger's Collection.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
I guess that's 1 and 2, isn't it? So not the
I
new
didn't even
one.
see that. I'm in here looking for you. You look at my face, and I'm sitting here looking at like the Dawn of the Disc stuff.
Yeah, there's not much info on that. Yeah, it was on Dawn of the Disc. There's not much info. They haven't. I don't think they've announced it on the Screen Factory page yet. To my knowledge.
So you're saying we're getting a 4K of Strangers Pray at Night? You're pulling
it doesn't
my
say.
leg.
It just says Strangers Collection. It doesn't say which films. I'm presuming it's the old ones.
Yeah,
not the one that's just come out.
Rennie Harlan fucking not scary thing.
So it literally, the artwork they've released, it doesn't say what's on there.
Sorry.
You're looking now. Yeah, so it's a bit of a strange
collector's
one.
edition, not collection.
You sure?
Yes.
I read it as collection.
The Strangers Collector's Edition 4K. I was gonna say Strangers Pray at Night's a different company.
Yeah,
entirely. That'd be.
I read it as collection. Wow. Oh, there you go.
Well, that would be why I was confused, folks. So,
one of the many reasons.
if that changes and Paul is right, we will update you.
When I saw it, I swear it said collection. Oh well.
Might have been a typo. Who knows?
AI isn't AI. It's what AI, isn't it? Yeah. Finally, from Screen Factory, the Amityville Horror. But we are talking.
The boy announced as well.
Was it? Not that I saw. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm scrolling here, and right
what
above.
About the boy too, though?
Ooh. Yeah, it's the boy from Scream Factory, 4K.
Okay. Nice. But yeah, Amityville Horror, but we're talking 2005 Ryan Reynolds version, which was okay. I like it. One of my favorite labels. We move on to 88 Films.
Ooh,
yes. So finally in the UK, we are getting From Beyond, Stuart Gordon's masterpiece in 4K.
You don't have the Vincent release?
No, not the prices are paid for, man. No,
my God, is it premium?
I know. I remember you telling me all about it because you've got it, and I missed out when it came out, and obviously now it's silly scalper prices. So I'm very happy we're getting a nice UK release, and it's got new artwork as well. So yeah, very happy about that.
Talking about scalpers, Nintendo announced that they plan on meeting Switch 2 demands on day one instead of.
I can't imagine. That's never going to happen.
I know. They're promising the impossible. They're like, so we don't have the scalping problem like we normally do. We're just gonna have to meet demand on day one. So you're gonna do something nobody's ever done before? Yeah. Yes, we are.
I remember I used to work for a game store, a game store in the UK, and we had a similar promise with the Xbox 360. We were told we'd have way more. We're going to have enough to, everyone's going to get one day one. Never happened.
I have
Never happened.
never seen that ever.
No, we had all these people that
Games, yes.
pre-ordered.
Consoles, no.
Lots of awkward phone calls to people that pre-ordered. Actually, you're not getting it on day one now, but you're going to go on the waiting list. Yeah, dark times. But yeah, From Beyond, cannot wait.
Yes.
We're also 88 Films. Also doing Erotic Ghost Story 1 to 3 collection. I hope that's a collection and not collector's edition. Libido, The Urge to Love. The Tai Chi Master. So there are obviously a lot of sort of martial arts kind of films coming out. The Magnificent Bodyguards, The Shadowboxing, To Kill a Mastermind, and The Golden Lotus.
Ooh.
So I haven't seen any of those. So for me, it's From Beyond in 4K. But man, I do wish they'd still do Full Moon stuff, but they haven't. I guess they dropped Full Moon a while ago. But that was the whole reason that got me into 88 Films way back in the day. But there you go. And so I do the next label, then I'll leave your favourites to the end. So again, I don't know how to pronounce this, but I say Plaion Pictures, Plaion, So we are talking German. And I talked about I pre-ordered the Troll and Troll 2 media books that are coming from Retro Gold. Well, they are now getting a standard release, standard Blu-rays, with the nice artwork there, but just standard Amarais. It's coming this time from Plaion Pictures. Now, the one interesting thing I noticed, which I think I mentioned in a previous episode, this version of Troll has got English language option. So I'm hoping the one I'm getting on the media book is going to have English as well, and they've just missed it out on the description. I wouldn't put it past them. So fingers crossed for that. But very exciting. 2 other releases coming in September. Panico on a 2-disc Blu-ray with a soundtrack, and that is, we are talking the Dario Argento documentary, which is very, very cool. It's already out on Shudder and streaming services.
I've watched it. I think because of you.
Really good. Exclusive at the moment.
I love how it's just like, okay, I'm sorry to cut you off, but that documentary fucking cracks me the fuck up.
Yeah, it's just so different.
It is. It totally is stroking his ego, and I love every bit of it, every moment, because he deserves it. But like, whenever all the hotel staff are like, "Yes, maestro. Yes, maestro," it's just like, yes.
But it's super weird, but it is super good. There's some cool info in there.
Now the question is, was that him writing Ocula Neri, or is that him writing something new? His last piece.
Hopefully we'll find out, and hopefully it is something new.
I hope it's his last film, because Ocula Neri was fucking incredible. Black Glasses was great, and if you have a dog, it's even better. But anyway, continue.
So Panico, it looks like this is a disc Blu-ray exclusive HD premiere on disc. So it's only coming from them at the moment, but also just as exciting, Dario Argento's The World of Horror finally getting a HD premiere.
Directed by Michele Soavi.
That's right, yeah. And this is 3 Blu-rays plus, again, a soundtrack CD. So I'd love to know what they're putting on the soundtrack CD. Hopefully, maybe a best of or something of his films. Who knows? Or it could just be every song used in the documentary. But I remember watching that a long, long time ago.
It's older, yeah.
Yeah, it's from, I want to say
either late 80s or early 90s.
Yeah, late 80s, early 90s. So all is really sort of prime stuff they're talking about in there. And
but it's so good because Argento hasn't, like, I don't think Argento ever fell, like, from what everyone says. Everyone says he peaks and stuff. I think his movies are good continuously up until, like, a point. And I only say that because his funding fell off. That's not his fault. That's you bastard producers. But yeah, I think this shows you, like, him where he has he's still getting funding. He's still everybody's still like, Argento, make more. And he's totally just the embodiment of what you think he is. And he's like, this guy. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
It's really good. I'll definitely be picking that one up. Although I was saying that Plaion Pictures, they do not ship to the UK. But I'm sure it'll appear on Amazon or, again, eBay somewhere.
You'll
So
go to a country, buy it, and then
yeah, obviously my girlfriend's German. I guess she could pick them up at Christmas when she goes over there. So either way, I'm getting it.
There's a way.
The best thing is I'll put it in my Blu-ray player and it'll work.
Yes.
You put it in your Blu-ray player, it won't work.
Fuck you.
It's all good. But I mean, I really wouldn't be surprised to see a US release as well.
I hope so.
Probably get announced. I would imagine if they're doing it for September, then who knows? I'm sure we'll talk about it here when they do. But yeah, shall we move on to your favorites?
Yes, so it's my turn to talk about my favorite label of all time. There's something on my glasses. Holy shit, watch out there, folks. Okay, Vinegar Syndrome announced this week. It is a new month, so of course there's new films to be announced. Reptilicus, that movie. It's crazy, it's bad, it's great stuff. It's fun to watch. A Chinese torture chamber story, 1 and 2, one of Paul's favorites. I've never seen it, but I heard it's fucking gross. Michelle Kistner was talking about it on Facebook. She said that there hasn't been a release since like a D video. So that's fucking cool.
Nice.
Intrepidus Punks and Vengeance of the Punks. What the hell's on my glasses still? There's stuff on my glasses, folks. So those must be some sort of Mexican films. I don't know. Paul, do you have any insight?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay.
No clue. Every time you read out these, I'm like, what?
Hey, I'm the sorry sap that blind buys these most of the time. So anyway,
that's what collectors do, man. That's cool.
Yes. Partner labels: Amanda and the Alien from the AGFA organization. Fucking A. Gonna probably get that one. Bastards from IFC Films. The Bitter Ash from the Bitter Ash from Canadian International Pictures. Femme from Utopia, which also looks really fucking cool. So essentially, that premise of a movie is this dude gets outed for being gay and being a drag queen, and the guy who outed him himself is a drag queen. So that guy finds out and like starts stalking him to try to like out him so he can like get revenge, and finds out like he's into some like crazy fucking shit and like gets stuck in that world and like it spirals out of control. So I'm like, I might want to watch that because that's fucking nuts. Anyway, that looks cool. Go Death Down from Factory 25, Living a Zombie Dream / Kitty Killers. It's a double feature from Saturn's Core. If you like shot on video horror, that's for you. Lost Prophet from VHS Hit Fest.
That's not the band, is it? We're not talking the band with the dodgy singer. No.
Rooftops and all that stuff.
Actually, that band is never mentioned anymore, are they? So it's like,
we don't talk about that.
No.
Him and the creator of Jeepers Creepers are synonymous with each other. Anyway, Mami Wata from Deck Analog, Marcel Paganol, My Father's Glory, My Mother's Castle from Film Movement, Nightcaller from Dark Star, something Paul might be interested in here, Nintendo Quest, the most unofficial and unauthorized Nintendo documentary ever from ET.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I don't know what it is, but it sounds cool.
Nuts, Cartoona, She's Allergic to Cats from Yellow Veil Pictures, Way Bad Stone from Bleeding Skull, which looks incredible. That is like if somebody took a cheap video camera and tried to film a Dungeons and Dragons movie in their backyard.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds cool.
And announced today, Last Embrace from Cinematograph.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's pretty loaded.
You're getting all of these.
No, I will pick sparsely because I promised my fiance I will take it easy this month. Anyway, let's shift gears, Paul. Now in theaters.
Yes.
Okay, so in theaters,
cinemas.
A Quiet Place Day Ones. Some people are like, "Oh, this is great. This is better than the first one," and then other people's like, "This is a woman's quest for her cat and pizza."
Yeah, so I keep seeing the adverts for this popping up on my Instagram and stuff, and there's one today actually about it's literally like it just shows the cat, scenes of the cat, and it goes, if you want to find out if the cat survives the movie, then go watch it. And I thought, well, that's quite cool. That's quite a cool way of doing it. So literally, they're trying to make you. I guess they're appealing to every animal or cat lover out there, saying go see this movie and find out if the cat survives. So I thought that's a good idea. That's a good novel way of doing it.
Yeah.
I will probably catch that one. I don't know if I'll go to the cinema to see it, to be honest, because the other ones are cool, but I don't know. The whole cat thing was probably girlfriend loves cat. I love cats. Girlfriend loves cats, so she might want to go and see it. If she does, I'll go. Otherwise, we'll probably catch it on streaming, I'd imagine, when it comes out.
Traditionally in this show, cats don't do well in the horror movies. Reference The Night Eats the World. That
Yeah.
fucking cat.
The cat was almost the bad guy in that one, though.
Right?
Yeah, I'm scared to take my girlfriend to see anything that involves cats in case it does die, in case it gets attacked or whatever happens. So
Yeah.
I'd love to watch Sleepwalkers with her.
Ah,
But
yes.
even I find that some of the bits with the cats is like, oh, cool film though.
For sure. What's the next film? I've never heard of it.
Daddy-O. That's I watched the trailer today. That is the Sean Penn, isn't it? Sean Penn. He's a taxi driver.
Oh, okay.
Driving. I forgot who the girl in it is.
It's supposed to be like a romantic type thing.
Yeah, looks like
They
kind
fall
of
in
thing.
love through their conversations. Yeah. Is it
I get
Scarlett Johansson?
no, someone like that. I've forgotten. I just remember it's Sean Penn. All I thought was I watched it. Sean Penn sounded just like Mickey Rourke in the rest of it. I thought from the trailer.
Hold on, I'm
But,
looking it up.
no, it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty kind of arty.
Dakota Johnson from
Dakota
the 50
Johnson. There you
Shades
go.
of Grey.
There you go. Yeah.
So Sean Penn's going to be tying her up and beating her.
It looks like maybe, I don't know if the whole film was set in this car or a lot of it. All the scenes in the trailer is just them two talking in the car. So it's
Oh, it was originally supposed to be Daisy Ridley.
Oh, wonder why she didn't do it.
Probably Star Wars.
Yeah, but that looked cool. I've never heard of it when I'd never heard of it, but obviously you wrote it on there, and I was like, oh, I better check the trailer out for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if it's had a UK release, but definitely in the US.
Looks fantastic. Now I know what you're talking about. Horizon, an American Saga. That's the new Kevin Costner movie. I heard it's really hard to see though.
Right.
So
it looks epic from the trailer.
Yeah,
it looks absolutely epic. What do you mean hard to see? As in hard to watch, or not many
cinemas?
It's not
in a lot of cinemas.
Okay, it's part one as well, isn't it? There's 2 parts. So this is actually called part 1. So sometimes that puts me off. I know June part 1, but you kind of knew what you're going to get with that.
Mm-hmm.
This, I don't know, but I see he stars in it and he directs it, doesn't he, Kevin Costner? But it does look good from the trailer. It's very American epic. I don't know what the story's about, but it looks to me like cowboys versus Indians, and like I'm guessing it's a true story as well. So it looks like an epic, kind of him going back to his Dances with Wolves days, I guess.
Indigenous people.
Yeah, so I'll no doubt check it out. It does look good.
We can't get called on it. I correct you. Anyway, Kind of Kindness. I heard this is a weird one.
Yeah,
that's from Poor Things director.
Yes, again that's Willem Dafoe and also Emma
Stone
as well. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. This is follow-up film to Poor Things. I absolutely love Poor Things. I just wish it would get a good 4K, or any 4K release, to be fair, but a good one. But yeah, the trailer looks good. Looks quite different to Poor Things. I think it's got a massive supporting cast as well, from what I remember in the trailer. So it looks interesting. Looks good. And you've put on there Janet Planet from A24.
So when I was in the theater, the cinema, for the screening of No Evil Does Not Exist, there was a trailer prior to the film. And that trailer was Janet Planet from A24. And I was like, oh, would you look at this film? It looks interesting. And as I watched it, I discovered it's actually about this young girl who's struggling with her own identity. Essentially, she's probably 11 or 12, I would say, just by the looks of the trailer. She doesn't have a lot of friends. She kind of only hangs out with her mom and her mom's friends. And her mom's also going through a lot of troubles with boys and stuff. So she's kind of like stuck in the middle of it, and she's kind of depressed. And she's just kind of like, it's a coming to age film. And she's just trying to find her way. And she doesn't know who she is or what she wants to do. And it looks cool. It looks very cute, very homey and down to earth and all that stuff. It looks fun. So it also has a very limited release, but if you're into that stuff, Totally go watch it.
Go check it out.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
So, other news.
Yes.
Paul, start us off.
So a trailer dropped this week for Hellboy, the Crooked Man.
Thoughts? Preface it
Yeah,
by,
it looks
have
like
you read
it looks like
have
no,
you
I
read a
haven't.
Hellboy comic?
No,
Okay,
no.
continue.
So it looks like a low budget horror film to me. So
Okay.
I'm kind of down, but obviously if you go by the other movies that came out, I've never read the comic like you said, or like I said, it looks like it's got a much smaller budget. It looks more like a proper horror film than the others did. Hellboy himself looks pretty cool. I think they've got him spot on. No qualms there, but I don't know. It just looks a bit cheap.
Okay.
But
So
it looks like a low budget B movie horror to me. So it's fine. It's got the Crooked Man. Looks
I
a
see
bit like
that.
Slender Man kind of
Yeah.
around. So yeah, it looks like the sort of film I would definitely watch. To be fair, it just doesn't look like the massive big budget Hellboy movies we're used to.
So I totally agree with where you're coming from, and I can see that perspective.
Mm-hmm.
As a guy who reads comic books, as a guy who actively collects Hellboy books, I really like
Mm-hmm.
the young Hellboy stuff. I love him as a kid. It's cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hellboy is a horror type
Mm-hmm.
franchise, and he is hunting these supernatural creatures. So he's never this big bulky Hulk character like Ron Perlman portrays him, or as David Arbor portrays him.
Mm-hmm.
He's this tall, lanky, fucking demon monkey with
Mm-hmm.
a rock arm, and he has a big gun because he's not that muscular. I mean, I don't. Why does big Hulk, Red Hulk guy need a big gun? Well, because big Red Hulk guy's not supposed to be big Red Hulk guy. Anyway, to have a more grounded, realistic approach to something like this, I think is going to work because it's more true to the comics. And Mike Magnolia, the original creator of the comic books, is on board with this. So the Crooked Man story in the comics is
Mm-hmm.
heavily horror. Like you said, it's Slender Man-ish. He's a guy in a top hat that walks around the forest, does
Yeah.
crazy, creepy shit. And it looks like it's him and another female, probably one of the BRPD people, walking through and trying to figure out this Crooked Man thing. And then
Mm-hmm.
turns into essentially a horror story and a fight for their lives. I think this is what Hellboy should have been from the beginning. They
Mm-hmm.
never should have made it a big production. As much as I love the Guillermo del Toro films, I have both in 4K
Mm-hmm.
because I think they're fucking great. I have always wanted a look at Hellboy and the way it's supposed to be. So I think that playing it safe with a lower budget, having a more comic accurate interpretation of Hellboy, especially in an awesome and a very strong story such as The Crooked Man, we're in for a fucking treat.
Nice. And it's the original comic book guy as well, doing it.
Yes,
Isn't it?
Mike
Yeah.
Magnolia. Yep.
Mike Magnolia. Yeah. So yeah, that looks good. It's just like you said, very different to the others that people might not have read the comic books. They're probably expecting another big budget thing. So yeah, we'll see. Next up.
Yes.
So not movie news, but this is a video game.
Yes.
Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster.
DR.
Yeah, Dead Rising DR. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I watched the trailer. This looks super cool, and it's not just a remaster, is it? They haven't just made it 4K, and they've literally they've
redone the whole game.
They've redone the whole game. Yeah, I can see you can when you're shooting, you can target more. They've made it like up to date, basically. They've
what they did with Dead Space.
A bit. Yeah, that sort of thing. So it's a complete remaster, not just a HD upgrade. It's crazy to think how old this game is as well. I mean, I played that game to death when it came out. I think it's 15, 16 years old. 16 years ago that this game came out. I think it was a launch title for the Xbox 360.
Well, if you love Dawn of the Dead, you love this fucking game.
Yeah, it's literally Dawn of the Dead, the game.
Yeah.
And from what I remember, it was a launch game for the 360. If not, it was one of the first games not made by Microsoft Studios. It was obviously Capcom, wasn't it?
Yes.
So I'm super hyped for that. I think the only thing that annoys me a bit is coming out on digital and then a physical release is coming like months later. But I guess that's just the way of the world now. I guess it's the same in movies. They come out in streaming, then there's a physical. But yeah, I'm super excited. It looks really good. If you've never played Dead Rising, I highly recommend it. It is literally Dawn of the Dead, the video game, in a Capcom/arcade style. So yeah, very very much looking forward to that, and it's coming out on it's coming out on Series X, PS5, PC. I don't know about Switch, probably not.
Maybe Switch 2 by the time. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah, because it's like also running on the Resident Evil engine as well. So you know
Oh,
you're gonna be in for a treat, yeah.
yeah. Okay, makes
From
sense.
the recent Resident Evil games. So yeah, super excited, and I didn't know anything about that until today. So that's really cool.
So next month, August 1st, actually on
Hmm.
Amazon Prime, we are getting Batman Cape Crusader. That is, I want to say J.J. Abrams produced this. And
Hmm.
that was originally going to be canceled whenever Warner Brothers did their whole canceling spree, and Amazon purchased it from them because they thought it was good. So it's a look at, I want to say like World War I era Batman.
Hmm.
So we're going back, maybe World War II. And we're seeing Batman in that era. We're seeing a lot more realistic kind of type thing, not more
Hmm.
realistic, more older portrayal of the Bat. And yeah, like Harley Quinn's going to be of Asian, so it's going to be different, and I'm excited for it because the trailer looks fantastic. And I've been
Hmm.
reading this uh, the Batman series, that comic book series over here. What are they called? Batman. Hold on. Hold on, folks. I'm getting it. The Batman First Night. So, and it's kind of this
That's like
vibe.
old school, yeah. Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
very 90s. I thought the animation in the trailer,
yeah, but it's
kind of like with the X-Men 90s that's just come
yeah.
out.
That's kind of like the hot
Same
thing right
vibe.
now with all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
it's because they're banking on nostalgia to sell.
Hmm. Hmm. He's gone. He's gone. He's back.
I'm just stepping off to the side, guys. It's not that important. Anyway. Anywho.
Hmm.
Yes. Look on for that. Look out for that August 1st on Prime.
On Amazon Prime.
So we got blessed with something that's just been
Hmm.
lingering forever on the internet.
Yes.
People thought it was fake because it lingered so long, like a bad
Hmm.
fart. But you know what? That fart turned out to be something magical. And that's Robert Eggers giving us Nosferatu.
Yeah.
And is Bill Skarsgård the vampire?
He is Count Orlok. Yes, he
Okay.
is. And Willem Dafoe as well.
Is
I
he
spotted Nicholas Hoult in there as well. Good,
is
nice
he
British actor.
Renfield? Or what the
I
fuck his
believe so.
name
Yeah,
is?
it looked like it from the trailer. I mean,
Yeah.
I've literally just seen the trailer, and I was blown away by the trailer. I was like, wow, this looks
Yeah.
dark, evil.
He definitely took things from the Herzog film for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, like yeah, just the look, the use of dark in just in the trailer itself just looks incredible.
Yeah.
We're not getting it till Christmas time, though, are we?
We
Next
can
year.
wait.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there'll be more trailers and bits released up until then. But yeah, it's probably not your traditional Christmas movie, but it does look very cool. I'm super excited for this one for sure. Good to see Bill Skarsgård playing a nice evil character again, or bad looking character again as well.
He's hot right now. Oh, so hot. Bill Skarsgård. He's out everything, man. Like,
Hmm.
he's in The Crow, and he's like Pennywise and all that stuff. Speaking, hey, did you watch the new Penguin trailer
Nope,
for the TV series?
nope, I did not.
Fantastic. Looks
Okay.
fantastic. He's gonna pick up right where the Batman ended.
Hmm.
For
Okay,
yeah,
sounds
so
good.
shit's gonna be flooded.
Hmm.
The trailer made me wetter than Gotham. If you watch the Batman, that makes sense.
Right.
Paul, talk about Heretic because I know.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
finally on our list, Heretic, another A24 movie. I thought you'd be all over that because you love A24. This looks really good. British film. Um, Basically, we're talking a couple of girls knocking door to door. They're Mormons. The whole thing when they knock on your door, they try to get you to sign up, or do you believe in God? All that good stuff, all that
Uh-huh.
religious stuff. And they happen to knock on Hugh Grant's door, and he lets him in. And from the trailer, it kind of looks like he's some kind of evil doer. He traps him in his house, and I think it looks dark from the trailer. And to see Hugh Grant playing such an evil character just looks really, really interesting. So that just came out of nowhere. It just popped up while I was watching these other trailers on the lit we just talked about, and this came up, and I was like, okay, wow, this is a very different role for Hugh Grant. I know I don't know if you've seen The Gentleman. Guy Ritchie's The Gentleman. He was kind of a creepy character in that, but this one he looks full on evil. So yeah, I'm excited to check this one out, and it's British as well. I think it's a British director. I think it's filmed in Canada, maybe. But it looks good. It looks really good. And obviously, yeah, evil Hugh Grant, I'm all for it.
Update on that Daddy-O movie. So it's going to take place with the majority in the car. All interior sequences in the car, all shots take place in the car, were filmed with an on-set virtual production. So digital environment. So it was essentially they were in a real car, and there was a digital environment with giant screens wrapped the whole way around the car.
Oh, wow, that's different.
Yeah. That's how they filmed The Mandalorian.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of got the impression from the trailer, all of the trailer was in the car. So I was like, oh.
Nick Benson, shout out to the Hypodermic podcast, Nick Benson and I. He was at one of those digital environments, those on-set virtual things, and took pictures for me and stuff to kind of show me like what the future was and stuff. Speaking of Nick Benson, he recently did a film called Boneyard featuring Mel Gibson and I want to say 50 Cent maybe. And it's out today on streaming. It's called Boneyard.
Nice.
He did some bodies.
Nice.
So you see some dead bodies in the movie, and Nick did the special effects. So it's kind of his return, his great return to the silver screen. Shout out to my homeboy Nick Benson. I love you, buddy. Anyway, Paul, it's time for our recommendations of the week.
Yes, I've kind of gone up for a little bit of a strange one. Not your typical hardcore horror or genre movie, but I recently rewatched Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
I heard that's good.
Yeah, Tim Burton movie from 2016. Yeah, it's 8 years old. I can't remember how we came about to watch it. We were just talking with me and the girlfriend, and she said she'd never seen it. I had the 4K on my shelf. I've had it since it came out. Probably one of the earliest 4Ks there was, I'd imagine. But yeah, we sat there and watched it, and I just literally forgot how good this film was. I love Tim Burton. I love all his stuff. I know some people say his later stuff isn't amazing, but this one's really good. It's got a really good, creepy vibe, but it's also suitable for kids. It's like, I think in the UK it's rated 12. It's probably PG-13 in the US. It's got that real cool, creepy vibe. It's a house in the middle of nowhere. It's got this cool Second World War theme going on with like a time loop, kind of Groundhog Day. It's kind of Groundhog Day with a war theme, and these sort of peculiar children all have like special powers. It's based on a novel as well. It's very British. It's pretty much mostly filmed in the UK as well. They film it in Blackpool. They film it in Wales, I think it was. So yeah, it's very cool. It's very Tim Burton. It's very British, and yeah, highly recommend it if you haven't seen it already. It's Eva Green, looking hot. She always looks hot in her movies. So yeah, she plays Miss Peregrine in this one. So yeah, highly recommended. How about yourself?
I've got to recommend Dario Argento's movie Sleepless from 2001. And no, it's not a Vinegar Syndrome lead. The asshole is Scorpion.
Nice.
Yeah, it's over there somewhere. Yeah, it's got a badass soundtrack from Goblin, as one would expect. Yep. It's a later Argento, but holy fuck is it creepy. It's got some gnarly kills, and it has this really cool scene about this girl sees the killer in a reflection of a glass, and then yeah, it's really cool. It inspired a lot. Like there's a certain sequences of the girl running, and that inspired my comic book Paranoia. So if you watch that, you'd be like, oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. Super, super fucking cool movie.
Nice.
Never hear anybody talk about it. If you have the chance to watch it, watch it.
Is it got a good release? Is there a 4K? I'm guessing not.
Just probably. A Blu-ray.
Just a Blu-ray. Do you imagine we'd ever say that? Oh, it's just a Blu-ray.
Yeah. It's a good Blu-ray though. I got it.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen it. I
No,
know of it. There's a lot of the more recent Argento stuff I just never got around to watching
the card
for
player.
some reason. No, I was actually looking at that on eBay today. Funny enough,
Yeah.
have you seen like there's a wooden box set. It's a German release. It's a nice wooden box. There's a media book with the Blu-ray. It's got a
Oh,
set of cards, a T-shirt, and yeah, there's someone wanted 75 British pounds for it. I was looking at it, and I was like, oh, that's nice. It looks good.
it's not bad.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's one I haven't seen.
I hope it gets a proper 4K release at some point. That and card player.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will.
It's got a good twist. Card player's fun too because
Mhm.
it's such a 2000s movie. Card player is like
Yeah.
even the music is. It's gnarly. Anyway. So
Anyway.
next week's episode, we're going back to the review format.
Yep.
Paul revealed that he's a furry. We gonna watch one of his picks. Paul, what movie is it?
We are going for a movie from 2022 called Good Boy. All I know about it is the weird trailer, which I just happened across online.
What was that TV show that was similar to this?
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. It was like a surreal.
Willard or
Yeah, that's it.
something like
Willard.
that?
Yeah, I never watched it. That was Lord of the Rings guy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Forgot his name.
Hobbit fucker.
Yeah, Hobbit guy. Who I also saw in a new trailer today, where he looked like Captain Jack in some new film.
Huh.
I forgot what it's called. But yeah, Good Boy. It looks very weird. So very suitable for us to review. I know it's Norwegian, so it's subtitles. But we like that sort of good stuff. But I literally know nothing else about the film other than that one trailer, and I watched it. I was like, we should see this. So I know I sent you the trailer, and yeah, we're going to review that, and it's going to be interesting. I know nothing else about the film, so who knows? It's going to be a complete mystery.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks super weird from the trailer.
Fucking A. Okay, so I look forward to watching that weird ass movie and talking about it with you next week. So make sure you guys tune in to next week's stream. That will be at the same bat time and the same bat channel. Paul and I will definitely be here. We might have a special guest. Who the fuck knows? We don't know. Everything kind of comes together last minute here. We fly by. We fly really close.
Seat of our pants.
On the seat of our pants. It's constant, just constant fucking chaos. It's anyway. Anywho, guys, thank you for listening to another episode of Celluloid Psychosis. I'm TJ Bowser. Be sure to visit www.projectlouder.net for more podcasts just like this, including Ghoulies Unfleshed, featuring Paul Ashford right there.
It's me.
Also, check out the TJ Bowser Power Hour. Obviously, I'm the host of that one. You can also check out Rabbit Hole and Hypodermic. Those are podcasts with special effects guys that I did over the course of the last couple of years. And be on the lookout for a new podcast starting soon featuring me and a very good director friend of mine. You guys could probably guess. He's been to hell and back. And it's going to be fun. So stay tuned for more information about that show. Stay tuned for more episodes of Celluloid Psychosis and more live streams on the Project Louder Facebook page. Thank you, guys. I'm TJ Bowser. Sign off. Paul?
And I'm Paul. Thank you very much. We'll see you same bat time, same bat channel next week.